check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get it fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Prescott. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the tackle, it's Captain Mutterland.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down, Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 3. And it'll be 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Here we go. 47. Here we go. 48.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go. 46.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? The West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run for Varner. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On second down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll give to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Elliott, toss right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott, They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Power running by Zeke. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They go to Elliott again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And Newton's going to keep it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Prescott steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 66 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's going to rip. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go, 46. 46.
Again, it's Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wes Horton able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx
Maybe
it?
jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
Now it's Newton. Out to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Newton on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Ready?
2nd and 10, Newton again. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's it. 180.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He's back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision, but when the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Somebody call for the queen.